And welcome back to Martino TV. We're talking with Dr. Brad Richardson, his wife Amy Richardson, who is a nutritionist with your chiropractic clinic. And one of the things you're doing is the allergy testing with this laser beam treatment.
And then treatment after the testing.
Yeah, and you've been testing Serena for the last 20 minutes, half an hour. What did you discover with Serena?
Well, I don't know if you want to get a shot on the computer.
We may or may not, but what did you find she was allergic to?
Okay, we tested her for 18 food groups. Out of those 18 food groups, she came up with cow milk, albumin, which is a protein found in dairy, also ferrous sulfate from the iron group, and then a few other food groups with multiple responses, meaning 3 or more of the allergens in those groups.
And foods are one of the toughest things to test.
They are. And so,
is this pretty accurate?
Yes, and as a nutritionist, I find really undetected food sensitivities can cause so many things that we don't realize. IBS, headaches, fatigue, all of those things.
All right, so now what are you doing to treat her for it?
Okay, so we, protocol in our office, we would start by treating her with the dairy group. Egg and dairy are prevalent with so many people.
And how do you do it?
So we would do that with the laser technology.
And this takes about 90 seconds, is that right, Amy?
Right. So it would take, it would just take a
and
moment.
we do have phone calls, so we can go to a phone call while we're actually watching. Stephanie, hi, I'm Tom Martino. Go ahead, Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, how are you?
What is your question on this allergy stuff?
Hi.
Hi. What is your question?
Okay, I'm watching your show, and my fiance and I, we can't go out anywhere.
Why? Because of allergies?
He is allergic to pretty much anything that anywhere we go to. Subway, Taco Bell, Santiago's, Wendy's, McDonald's, Burger King.
His food allergies then.
Are you sure it's the food and not stuff in the air? What do you think, Stephanie? Are you sure it's the food and not stuff in the air?
Yeah, I'm sure it's the food.
So food allergies, are you having greater success?
He was actually checked up at an allergy specialist.
What was found?
And, they had told him that they didn't really know specifically what he was allergic to, and they just suggested that he got an EpiPen, just in case anything that we...
Right. An EpiPen is for real emergencies. But here's what I want to ask, and we're watching Serena right now, and she's going to get treated. How effective is it truly at detecting food allergies? Because food allergies are not as easy as a blood test or a scratch test. And if you can do it like this, it's remarkable, because usually what they have you do is try the food. And what do they call that? The exposure therapy.
Right.
And you don't have to do that with this.
This isn't an elimination diet, a rotation diet.
It's not.
I think those are effective, but they're very tedious.
They take a long time, sometimes up to a year.
Why don't you walk us through this as you do this with Serena?
Okay, so the laser is Brad described the laser. It's a
Class 2 medical laser.
Class 2 medical laser.
We have to go a little quicker, though, but go ahead.
Yeah, so what I'm going to be doing, Serena, I want your eyes open, and you're perfect, just how you are. So I'm just scanning her spine here.
And we can always, Jen, break away and come back to this as well while they're treating her.
This is really quick.
And so you're basically going up and down her spine.
Now, what's happening? I mean, is there a beam going?
There is. It's really faint red light, and you can see it on some of her clothes. It's hard to see in this light. And then let the breath out.
What the laser is doing is it's delivering radio frequency waves based on the allergens that she was allergic to, and neutralizing it. And we're going over specific acupuncture points with that laser, and that's how it's treated.
For a matter of 8 to 10 seconds per point.
Okay. So now, if people don't know they're allergic to something but just had sensitivities, and then you treat those sensitivities, well, what reaction would you get if they didn't know they were allergic anyway? Because, for example, I always have sinusitis, and I really don't know why. And do all of a sudden your patients say, "Wow, I don't feel that anymore"?
That's exactly what happens.
They start feeling better.
They start feeling better. So most people don't know what it is exactly they're allergic to because unless they're anaphylactic to it, and then they just know that they're stuffy all the time. So by going in and figuring out what it is they're allergic to and treating them, it'll just get a little bit better each time we eliminate one of those allergies.
So you've had success with eczema, with food allergies, with airborne allergies. If people would like to get more information from Brad and Amy, they can go get your laser treatment information at 303-466-3232. Also, DenverAllergicare.com, right?
Yes, ma'am.
DenverAllergicare.com.